let's stick to competition. Most of these conversations I have with y'all on the screen, I've had in person already with people. This is why I think they good enough topics to talk about. So I'll tell you, I was sitting down with two of the homies. We was at work, of course. After work, we was just sitting out chilling, talking. So the homie who I was really talking to about this, he a real cool cat. Real cool cat, got his shit together. You know what I'm saying? He the type of dude chicks gonna look at when he come in the room. And they gonna know what kind of dude he is. They gonna know he a dude that think highly of himself. Real cool cat. He know how to talk. He know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, he brought up the word. He brought up the word competition. And when he just said the word, I just said, I don't believe in competition. And that started a nice little debate. So Buddy gave me like 3-4 examples of situations, real situations that he was in with other dudes, where he was saying it was competition, but in every scenario he won. And I'm like, it wasn't no competition. I'm looking at he kind of gave me an example of a scenario where him and a couple friends went over some girls' houses, and the dudes he went was acting kind of shy and nervous, and he was just being himself, being the life of the party, having fun, being loose. And he was like, yeah, I got chose up. I'm like, well, where was the competition? If you got two dudes on the couch acting scary and you out here like, yo, where the party at? It ain't no competition. So let's flip that. Let's say the other dudes was the life of the party. It don't matter. If they don't like what they doing, it don't matter how much life they got. When a woman know what she like when she see it, that's how most people are. Most people know what they like when they see it. If you told a dude to name your perfect woman, he gonna list a bunch of shit and a bunch of details. But if he was to meet a woman in real life, the woman he gonna meet in real life probably ain't gonna look like that. Like what's on that paper, that sheet of paper and all them things he done listed off. Because we really don't know what we like until we see it or until we experience it. Like we got dream cars in our head. Like, I want this car, I want that car, I want this car. How you really know? You ain't never even test drove that motherfucker. You just like the way that mother look on the outside. You like the ideal of it. Because what look good and what feel good ain't the same thing. Low key. Now, I'm gonna say this. A lot of women, like nice looking women who take good care of themselves, they be real fit and in shape and shit. They be wondering why dudes be going to cheat with women that they think are less attractive. One, it might have been because it was easy. That might be one thing. Like, yeah, it was easy. Another thing might be shit. Maybe you think she don't look good, but maybe she feel good. Maybe this woman got a little extra weight on her. Maybe that shit feel good. You get what I'm saying? Maybe what look good and what feel good. Like, yeah, you got like a nice, fit, petite woman. That might be nice to take pictures with. That might be nice to show off. But shit, maybe this girl with a couple rolls on her, maybe you like the way she feel. And it's all on preference. Some people lean closer to what the eye see. Some people lean closer to what the touch of things. Like some people, like we talking about cars, we talking about the car, dream car. Some people dream car might really be based on the looks of things. Some people dream car might be built on the performance of it. Like, yeah, it gotta look cool, but how do it grip the road? How quick do it respond to me? What's the handling like? Some people might be the touch and the texture. Like, what type of seats do you guys? Is it leather? Is it cloth? How do the steering wheel feel? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. How do the seats, like when I sit down, what type of position is my body in? How do I feel when I grip the wheel when I'm leaning back? Am I comfortable? So it's not to say that any of these things actually do or actually don't exist. It's about the preference of the person experiencing it. So stuff like this can be hard to identify as an individual because it could vary. Maybe when it comes to cars, you visual. Maybe when it comes to women, it's by touch. Maybe when it comes to friends, it's by the sound. You know what I mean? Maybe it's about the conversation you have and stuff like that, and the information you can receive and pass back and forth. And this is why it's always good to let yourself experience life and enjoy new experiences, so you can get a bigger variety of things to cycle through yourself, so you know what you really do and don't like. Because if you ain't experienced a lot of stuff, you definitely don't know what you really like. And this is important to young dudes. This is the whole point. This is said with no disrespect. Anybody that know me for real know I'm a very respectful person, especially my young dudes. They know. I say young dudes because it is a fact. You're a young dude. That don't mean nothing when it comes to how much knowledge you may have to some degree and how solid you can be. It ain't got nothing to do. You can be solid at 17. You can be more solid than nigga 30 years old. Because most of them are, to be honest. But if you a young dude, you let's say you ain't even hit 22 yet. You ain't even hit 22. You know what I'm saying? You 18 to 21. Come on, man. Unless you that nigga, if you that nigga, you probably don't need to be watching me for real. Cause you could probably be telling me some shit. But unless you that nigga, you probably ain't been with a whole lot of women. You probably done had a few. You know what I mean? You probably done had to negotiate your way into some of them. Maybe a couple of them just came to you and it was easy. But you ain't had no huge experience with women. You ain't been with a bunch of different types of stuff. If you had been, it might have been a bunch of hood rats or something like that. You know. So you need to allow yourself to experience life. That's important. And you can't experience life being in a box, being stuck in a hood nigga mentality. I talk about this a lot with any and everybody I talk to. You know, that hood nigga mentality be having niggas fucked up and have them stuck in the sand, not being able to move forward. Because they want to keep the hood with them everywhere they go. You know, you gotta let that hood nigga mentality go. Be solid, be yourself, be true to who you are. But keeping yourself in a box, like all that hood shit, you need to start letting some of that stuff fall off of you, because it ain't gonna help you. That being a hood nigga mentality ain't got nothing to do with success in life. You need to have a successful mentality. You need to have a boss mentality. You need to have a winner's mentality, not a hood nigga mentality. And that can be hard to shake, because a lot of shit you don't even recognize is a hood nigga mentality. This whole thing where we don't fuck with new niggas is a hood nigga mentality. It's a scary mentality. It's a fear mentality. It's a loser's mentality. The person that could be launching you to the next level could be a conversation away, but you refuse to have it. So let that hood nigga mentality go, where you're afraid to talk to people. The only way you're gonna get good to talking to people is by talking more. Start off slow. Start off talking more with the people you trust. Start branching off. Like, they seem cool. I feel like I can recognize this person. That's what I do a lot of times. Like, I recognize myself in other people. You know, and it's different qualities. Some qualities stand out more than others. And these are generally easy people to interact with, because you already feel familiar with them, because you see a piece of yourself in them. So this is an easy way to start getting more sociable and working on your social skills. You know, so open up, talk to people. Because in terms of competition, is where I started this original video. If you can't talk, you're going to lose a lot. Because when you young, the way you look goes far with girls your same age. Or in general, because even if you with a girl that's a little older, they know a young dude. They ain't expecting a lot of that young dude. What they expecting is for you to, the way you look, to look good, and for you to be a young stud when you in bed. So when you get older, the looks really go out the window. I'm gonna be honest. A girl in her 30s and stuff like that, because this is coming. Like, if you're fortunate enough to reach 30 and get out of your 20s, because life is crazy and anything can happen. When you start dealing with girls 27, 28, 29, 30 and up, the expectations go up. Like, the stuff that was cool for you not to have when you was 23, it ain't cool for you not to have that when you 30. The stuff that was cool for you not to know, it's not cool for you not to know this stuff when you 30, when you 28, when you 29. Like, this question, this is an important question. This is one of the most important questions you will have in your entire life. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who are you? This is a hard question to ask. And you know what? For most people, a lot of people, most people, it's going to take time. And you're going to have to experience life before you can answer this question. And you're going to have to try some stuff that fails. A lot of stuff probably. You need to, that's a big part of a winner. A winner don't care about failure. You know, failure ain't going to stop a winner from doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama about to pull up. I'm gonna cut this little video short because I know she about to pop in the window and talk some goofy shit. So I'm gonna pick back up in a second and we're gonna finish this little conversation. Player Talk, Big Bro Grizz. Like, comment, and subscribe.